In this tutorial, we will talk about how to install iShieldProtect player on different machines you have and how do you go about using it. You would receive an email or a pen drive or a SD card from your institute, and you will have three things received. One is the player link file, which is .exe file for Windows. For Mac, it is .dmg file. For Android, it is .apk file. And for iOS, if it is available, it will be there in the App Store, right? You will have to download that. Apart from that, you will receive a link to content file, which is a .zip file if you're receiving through Google Drive or OneDrive. If you're having pen drive, you will not have a zip file. It will be all unzipped files which will be available there. Um, I'm going to explain all the things on Windows system, but Mac, Android, and iOS is very similar to what is there in the Windows. So irrespective of what machine you're going to use it, this video is going to be useful for you to be able to set it up and use it properly, right? So from the link, you would have downloaded a .exe file or other type of file depending upon whatever is your uses, and you will click that .exe file and install the player on your system. So just let me quickly show it to you. I will download the exe file and then I will show you how to go about installing it. So you would have received a .exe file. It will be mostly your institute name .exe. You just click on it, and after clicking on it, it will start the installation process. You can click next, next, next to go to different set of steps, and this will complete the installation on your system. Oh, okay. So I'm trying to install an older version. Let me try to install this one, which is the right version. Because if you try to install the older version on the new version, it will not let you install it. And yeah, so during installation, it will also ask you to go through its license agreement. I would recommend you to go through the license agreement so that you understand what all the various do's and don'ts while using the application, and you can accept the agreement and you can just go ahead with it, right? So while it is installing, right, I will show you how the content file looks like once it is downloaded, or how it looks like even if it is in the pen drive or the zip drive, right? So once you have downloaded and unzipped it, you should find a folder called Shield Content DND. It could be deep inside folder, but finally, this is the folder inside which all the encrypted videos will be there. Encrypted video, books, whatever is the content shared by institute will be there. So on the top there will be institute name, and under that you will find the various folders, and under that these are the video files which will be there, right? And you should not delete any one of the files or should not alter any one of them, changing the names and all, etc. If you do that, the software might stop working, right? So now we have got it installed, and we can launch the player. It also creates a shortcut, so you can launch it using your start menu, and it will be also there on your desktop. The name of the app will be your coaching institute name, and once you do that first time, now it will ask you to register, right? So you just come here and provide your name, email, mobile number, password, confirm password, and say submit to register it, right? You don't have to do any settings changes in the server. It will come inbuilt with whatever you have from your institute, and I'm entering it, right, the login ID and password. And once I log in it, you will get the screen where it will say, hey, I am now looking to find the contact, and if you say proceed with auto detection, it is going to look out for that Shield Content DND folder inside which all the content is there, right? So if you have unzipped it, just provide it whichever directory or whichever drive you have unzipped it, right? That is one way to do it, and it will show you all the packages it finds within that directory. Since my system has many packages, it will show up a lot of them, but for you, it will only show one package, right? So you can select that and say add package. Another option is, if you have a large drive, it will take time to search through the entire drive. you can just click on browse main package, go to this PC, and wherever you have unzipped it or wherever your entire content is there, you can just point it to that. So let's say I'm pointing it to the GMAT. This is the shield content directory structure, and I'll say okay. And okay, I think I didn't point it to the right directory structure. Just let me do that once more. This PC, D drive, and demo setups, and I can save encrypted and GMAT. And I have to select the folder level at shield content DND, not anything below, not anything up. Once I select that, it will show the folder here. And then I say click here to activate the package. Now when I click on it, it will connect to the server and it will ask for the license key. So I'll enter the key here, which is received from Institute, and then it will prepare it and it will set it up for you, right? So you will see that the package is successfully added and it will show your validity here, right? Once you are nearing the validity and if you need to renew the licenses, you should get in touch with your institute and get the new key, okay? And the day it expires, rather than showing the valid, it will show you renew license, and that's the day you should put it there and renew it for the increased interest. So we go from here, and you will be able to see the various, topics, subtopics, and all the videos, PDF, and everything the institute has provided for studies. You will be able to click on it and play the video. But see, right now I'm doing a screen recording, so it will not let me play the video because screen recording is prohibited while using this content. But once video player plays, in the bottom right corner, you will find an icon. If you click on that, you will be able to change the video playback speed. You can set different speeds when you're doing revision and all. It becomes helpful for you, right? And if your institute is providing live classes like Zoom and all, you will find those things in this right side with the date and everything. And when it is running live, then you will see it in a different color and you will be able to click and attend those Zoom sessions as well live. This is optional and will be provided by maybe only few institutes, right? Another thing to do is if you come here, let's say if you're receiving your courses online, which means you have not received the content file on your mail or pen drive or SD card, but you have only got the license key, that time your content is available on the server and you will be able to access it from the server by saying online packages. And once you click on it, it will ask you to enter the license key which you have received. And after that, it will be the same workflow what you saw here. Apart from this, once you have received the content, let's say the institute send you some additional incremental content for your usage, and they might send you via Google Drive or email. You should download the content and go and put it inside your Shield content DND and then inside the course folder. If you paste it anywhere before this course folder, then your content will not work, right? Your course or your package name is basically what is being shown here, right? So then you should come and paste it here, a video and whatever files you have received. And if you come and then again click on the course here, it will show up the new set of content also. And if you click on that content, it might give you a warning saying, this content needs to be imported. Click on the yes button, and after that, you will be able to watch the content. So that's all about how to go about, setting up. Some of the do's and don'ts are don't go and try to delete some files from here, change some files from here, or move these files from C drive to D drive, D drive to E drive. Because if you do that, content will stop working and you need to come back and do a couple of things before it can start working for you, right? We did speak about a live meeting as well as license renewal. How do we go about doing that, right? So that is all on the videos, on Windows, right? I'll just walk you through some of the menu items. Check for app update will provide you, uh, various updates which you might get from time to time. If you forget your password, you can do it from here, and you can also do it from login screen. You saw online and auto detect packages. Now reset software and clear online and sync data and refresh screen. What do they do is, uh, in case you did some mistakes, like you moved some files here and there, and now the software is not working, you could do the reset software and it will reset the whole data again and restart the software, and it will let you do the complete setup again, like what we did in terms of finding the content, entering the license key, and all those things. Okay. Um, Now, in case you are going to use the Mac, Android, and iOS, everything will be the same, except that in case of Mac, your player link become a .dmg file. Okay, you will receive a link to .dmg file, and if you click on that, it will show you something like this, and it will say drag ISP player app or your institute name app to application folder, and you can do the left button click, right, and with your middle finger you can just move this ISP player to the application folder here. So literally you have to click on it and keep it holding mouse and move it here. Once you move it here, automatically this application will go to your applications folder, and you can go to application folder. For the first time only, you should right click on the player name, which will be your institute name, right click on it and say open, and after that time onwards you can just double click on it and open it. There also, once you open, you will have to register if you're not registered, and you have to log in, and then you'll get the same auto detect. You'll be able to access the content in the same way, right? In case of Android, the player link file will be .apk file, and when you click on the apk file, it will install the application file. And sometimes what happens in your mobile application, there is a setting which prevents it from being installed, right? And the setting is called uh, don't allow, something on the lines of don't allow unknown applications to be installed. So anyway, when you click on apk file, if that setting is not enabled, it will automatically open up that setting for you, and you have to enable that allow applications to be installed from untrusted or unknown sources, right? Once you install, same registering login process is there, and there also automatically it will detect the file. Okay, there is the content file. Just ensure that if you have received anywhere zip file, you should go and unzip that file first. Otherwise, it won't be able to find the file, right? And you know, after that, it will ask you to enter license key, and you will be able to use that. Right? In case of iOS, you won't be having offline files in terms of the download and all. iOS application, your institute might have, but it will be there on the App Store, and there only online packages are available, right? And what you are seeing here is the three dots. When you press on the top right corner, you get the menu items here, which talks about various options which you have. And when you click on online packages, you get the online packages similar to what you saw in Windows, right? So that was all about the installation. Sometimes, in some rare situations, due to peculiarity of the system and the operating system, some students might get certain issues, and I'll talk about how about going and solving it. The first thing is, if you go here, you will find app, which is FAQ, and you will find one FAQ page here, right? You will also find this in the login screen, right? And this talks about, if you're getting any problems, how do you go about resolving it, and what are the things you should do, right? One is, what happens is, sometimes when you try to install, you get a system called Windows protected your PC, and there is no way to install. And that's where there is a button called More Info. You click on that and do run anyways, and you are able to do it. We find some of the antivirus block the installation and running on the application as well. So if you are having an antivirus running, go to the bottom right of the screen, your Windows system screen, and if you see your antivirus running here, right click on it, okay, and you should find an option to disable it temporarily, right? It says turn off real-time protection, turn off for 10 minutes. You should do that. You turn off the protection for 10 minutes so that you can install it and register it, right? And activate by putting the key. After that, you can come and turn it back again, right? Sometimes what happens is you get certain issues with respect to network. When you try to register or try to log in, it just doesn't do it. The problem happens because certain networks block certain connections. At that point of time, for login and registration, you connect using another Wi-Fi hotspot and then log in and activate your content, and after that you can switch back to your original network, right? There's a generic method when you do something wrong or some issues comes, right? Like you don't find a package or anything like that. You have to go here and just say miscellaneous reset software. What it does is it's like restarting the Windows machine. It restarts the software, right? And then you will be able to log in and you can set it up. You don't need to register again because the registration is already with the server once. Okay, so you can do that, and you know you can just go through it and see through the rest of it. In case you are having the issue and you're not able to find the solution, what you should do is you should connect to your institute and provide following information along with that: your email ID, your license key or activation key, and also there is a DB file. Let me show you how to get this DB file and the log file. You type in run command percentage app data percent, and it will open file manager. You go there, app data. We were in roaming when it opened. I just went one folder up. Okay, I pressed app data, and inside that I go to local, and there are two files which you should send it. One is shieldlog.txt and second one will be .db file. You will have only one of them depending upon your institute name. That one DB file and this txt file, you should copy and send it, both of it to your institute, and they will be able to help you in case of any issue, right? Now coming to Android troubleshooting, you don't find much issue there, right? Sorry, let's first talk about Mac. Uh, in Mac also you have the reset. If you just do the reset, it will be fine. Okay, that's the only issue which we have seen students reporting. In Android, we don't see again any issues, but some of the certain models of the phone don't find the soft content file automatically. That happens very rarely, but if that happens, you click the three dot buttons and there is a menu item called set SD card path. Okay, now you have to set the SD card path, and how you will get it is you install any file manager like ES file manager. Okay, and in that you see what is the path to shield content DND folder. Okay, leaving shield content DND folder, whatever is the path you are getting, just copy that path and put it to set SD card path, and then there is a menu in those three dots to say auto detect package, and it will detect the package, right? In case you move the files and something goes wrong here and there, what you will have to do here is there is no reset there, reset software there. You have to go manually in Android settings, go to phone settings. In settings you will have apps. In apps, go and find your institute name app, right? The app which you have installed, and open that, click on that. You will find storage, and inside storage there should be way to reset the storage or clear the cache, something like that, or clear the data, right? When you do that, it's just like reset software what I was talking about in Windows. Your app becomes fresh, and again it will let you reset. Again it will let you uh, configure the app with the license key, right? In Android, you do have reset app. If something goes wrong, you can just reset and run it. Yes, those were the troubleshooting techniques which you can follow. All of the apps do have a guide which you can refer. Whatever I spoke about, all of them is there. And in case you still have issue, like I said, please connect to your institute with the details what is mentioned in the manual, which is your license key, your username, and DB file and the log file. That's it.